weather is brought to you by Wilcox Furniture. Great furniture delivered fast and guaranteed low prices. Now, the most accurate forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Hi everyone, this is a Wilcox Furniture forecast, and we had a lot of windy conditions today, and it was very hot and humid as well. But that wind, it really kicked up a notch today, and we have several advisories and warnings out because of the wind. We have wind advisories from San Patricio down Nueces and into Claiborne County. That goes until 9 o'clock tonight. Coastal flood advisories for all coastal locations with the high tides out at Port Aransas at 10:16 and Bob Hall Pier at 7:52. Those are early in the morning, and water is expected to reach the dunes, so boaters, mariners, use caution. We have small craft advisories for the bays until early tomorrow morning. Use caution there, and then also gale warnings for the offshore waters as seas go up to 10 feet with winds up to 40 knots, about 46 miles an hour, and that goes until early tomorrow morning. So if you're going to be doing anything near the water over the next couple of days, certainly use caution. That heat index, though, look at that. Wow, it feels like 98 degrees here in the city, 100 out at the Naval Air Station, pretty close to that out in Alice and Kingsville, and at the Century Point. For our friends off in Falfurrias with our south-southeasterly wind. These are sustained values at about 15 to 30 miles an hour. They did gust to 40 miles an hour earlier today. Our weather watcher Victor Salter out at Carmel Parkway reporting 44 miles an hour at his place with mid to upper 30s across a good portion of the coastal bend. Now the wind is expected to stay with us not only for tomorrow but on into Wednesday, Thursday, on into Friday as well, at least 15 to 30 miles an hour sustained with those gusts going at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. And here is the reason why. We have a large upper level storm system that is spinning out near the desert southwest, and we got a lot of lift going on in the atmosphere, and we have high pressure to the southeast of the United States, so that's pumping a lot of moisture there. We've got lots of wind going on into the upper levels of the atmosphere, so that's why we have a very strong risk of severe weather up in the Panhandle moving on into Oklahoma. And you can see stormy conditions. They have tornado watches, even some active tornado warnings up in the Panhandle, like stretching on into western portions of Oklahoma as well. This is going to completely move by us as we go into the next couple of days into northern parts of the states. And as you can see there, they got a couple of tornado warnings, but this is the highest that the Storm Prediction Center issues as far as severe weather is concerned. They have a high risk of severe weather going on into this afternoon and onto this evening as well. If you have any family or friends there, you may want to check up on them later on this evening just to be sure everything is going okay, because they are expecting an active night. Frontal boundary is going to end up catching up to that dry line and that warm front, so they're expecting active weather to push all the way through Dallas-Fort Worth and into portions of East Texas. The frontal boundary are going to try to make it into the coastal bend, but remember, we have the strong southeasterly wind and the upper level high that's sitting off into the Gulf of Mexico, so that's going to push that frontal boundary back up to the north and eventually cause it to become stationary as we just hold on to humid, warm, and windy conditions for us here. In fact, over the next several days, the rainfall chance is not completely gone, as we'll look for a sea breeze shower each day, but most of us are going to stay dry. Evening forecast by 10 o'clock tonight will be into the lower 80s, only bottoming out at 80 here, upper 70s inland. And again, those dew points, they're really going to stay with us over the next couple of days, middle to upper 70s, oppressively humid outdoors. And by noon tomorrow, already 88, hot and humid, 93, a little bit less wind on into the afternoon, but afternoon highs will be into the 80s to low 90s near the coast and pushing 100 degrees for our inland communities. NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, 80 and 93 tomorrow, 78 and 91 on Wednesday. It's just going to be windy, hot, muggy through the week. On into the weekend as well. Heat indices 95 to 105. If you be working outdoors, be sure you stay hydrated.
Find some shade.
Absolutely. This is
breaks.
prime conditions to get heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Don't want that to happen.
All right. Juan, thank you.